Y'all know it's Before Reaction, my for life. I hope you guys having a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to that notification bells and you don't miss an upload. They already know what time it is. I said this about 2-3 videos ago when he first introduced her. In the video, whatever the case may be at Target, I said he had to know her prior. The way the kids ran up to her, the engagement, everything about it seemed like there was some familiarity. And he obviously was trying to just use that as a means to incorporate her into the videos and make it appear as if, oh yeah, this is just something that just occurred in my life with the kids. So y'all should accept her because her very first interaction with them was buying them bubblegum. So she kind of was more invested into the children other than me. But let's get right into the video.
That still is the truth, like you said, it's still the truth.
Yeah, but you never gonna tell that true story?
Yeah, one day when we marry, I'll be like, y'all wanna know something that we've never told y'all? Yeah,
You'll
tell
them later.
That will go viral. They'll be like, no way, that's the truth. And I'll be like, I got proof.
Alright, Cody, do you know how CJ and your mom met?
No, I don't know how they met. All I know is that CJ has been around for about a month.
Alright, cool.
That's true.
Alright, CJ, how did you guys meet?
We honestly have the craziest story, and based off the cameraman Ace, he kind of secretly recorded me exposing the real story. Crazy story, right? But I can't tell YouTube that. What they gonna say? CJ, you're a freak. You followed this lady to the grocery store? Which kind of led us to this point right here, because I was gonna just keep going with the lie about Target because it was cool, but it happened. And that wasn't a good look on the internet, so I guess it's time to unveil the real truth. I met her. She didn't even see me. I was leaving the subway. I was on my way to ComplexCon. I'll never forget. I had on all black, white tee. I had on the hat. And I was leaving the subway, and I saw her leaving this teriyaki chicken place. What was it called?
Teriyaki Madness.
Teriyaki Madness. I saw her leaving there, right? And I hit her with the lowercase, "Hey, yo, miss." I was a little shy, right? "Excuse me." She didn't hear me. She kept walking. So I got in the Lambo truck, waited. I saw her back out. She got a little BMW truck. I honestly don't want or advise any man out there to do this. This is not advice, okay? I've never done this before. I followed her. Honest to God, true. Cody's embarrassed.
You can see how just shameful just this interaction, especially son is just looking at this like, what the hell just transpired? CJ So Cool literally followed this chick. I mean, at the end of the day, I would not advise, and I'm glad he did say that. You should never advise someone to do anything of that nature, especially in this day and age. I don't care how infatuated, how much you really care about how this person looks, and you just want to introduce yourself. That comes off very creepy. And CJ is showing creeper vibes at this moment. God damn. And then on top of that, the lady has a BBL. It's not even her natural body. And I ain't even trying to say that justifies it in terms of, okay, if she did have a natural body, it'd be okay. No. But it's something that is not even natural for you to be trying to lose your entire life. That lady could have literally called the cops on you. You could have got roped up. Anything could have happened. And then you wanted to make yourself appear creepy. Come on, man. You should never follow someone.
Followed his mom, right, in her car. She did not see me. She didn't hear me. So I was like, oh, no, you ain't getting away that easy. And it was God's will, bro. She literally went from the parking lot I saw her in. She drove literally across the street and parked her car at a grocery store. It was perfect. I'm like, oh, that was easy, right? So I get out the car, and I did it again. I choked. I was like, excuse me, miss. She didn't hear me. She kept walking in the grocery store. I went in the grocery store, and I was just trying to walk around, you know, act like I was actually looking for something that I wasn't going to buy. And she walked past me. And that's when I was like, hi. And she just smiled. She looked like she was on the phone or something, so I didn't want to, you know, distract her. That's when I went to the bathroom to shake it off. I put water on my face. I'm like, come on, dude, just do it. You really drove across the street for nothing? You have to do it. So I walk out the bathroom, and she's walking out the store. And I noticed something. She didn't have a bag in her hand either. So now I'm thinking, like, did she see me follow her? Is she, like, doing this to help me? That kind of gave me the confidence, right? So I walked out the store, and this time I was like, hey, yo, miss. And she turned around like, excuse me? And I was like, voice got all cracky. This is honest to God true. I'm not lying anymore. I know I lied in the other video.
And you don't know, to this example is such an extreme, like people use extremity sometimes to story and to make that shit even more dramatic. But to be honest with you, if that is the case, that is diabolical. That is nasty work. CJ, you should never be following anyone, especially a woman, just to try to get her number. Imagine, see, in this case, she's with him now. So it ain't, even though you can have your opinions, and we know how life works in terms of SMV, when you are a top tier individual, or whatever the case may be, or some people can get away with things others can't. And we already know that. We have every individual out there knows there's certain things that some people can get away with and others cannot get away with. And they're being serious shit. It's like them girls that be doing them videos when they be recording themselves at the gym, whatever the case may be, and you literally have a guy staring at them or not even staring at them, just in their camera view, and they'll try to accuse them of being creepish. But if it was a guy that they liked, it wouldn't have been nothing. But I would never advise someone to do what CJ so cool, especially with a lot of shit that's been going on in his life. This is the last thing that he should ever disclose. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the things that are attached, and it's giving people fuel to add to that flame. I don't know. I don't think it was a good look.
And said we met at Target. But this is the truth. I straight up told her I never do this, which I don't. I said I'm very shy. I don't walk up to women and talk to them. But if you find me attractive, could I please have your number so that we could talk? And she was like, I don't believe you. You're not shy. I'm like, shoot. Shouldn't have did that. Should have said something else, right? But I don't got no game. It's okay. A lot of y'all got game. I don't got game, right? So somehow she ends up giving me her number, and then she gave me the wrong number.
By accident, though. It wasn't on purpose.
It was green. I'm like, damn, you holding the iPhone. You gave me an Android number. She was like, Android, that's not right.
Who's coming in the driveway?
That is wild work. I'm pretty sure she did give you the wrong number at first. Creepy.
Damn. Then she gave me the right number, but I had blocked the other number. Because I texted the fake number she gave me. And I texted him like, is CJ so cool? I didn't say that. I said it's CJ. And then she was like, that's not my number. I hurried up and blocked it. She took my phone back, edited that same number, and it was still blocked. So I started texting her, and it wasn't saying delivered. So I'm like, damn, she left. And she drove off. I would never see her again. She blocked me somehow. I'm like, what did I do? What? So I called her. It didn't even ring. She just answered. I'm like, hello? She's like, hi. I'm like, did you block me? She was like, no, I've never blocked anyone. I don't do that. I'm like, well, why are my messages going through? I go to the edit the number. It says unblocked. I'm like, never mind, I'm sorry. I blocked you on accident. And that's the official story of how we met. And like Cody said, that was a month ago.
Why did you fabricate that whole story about Target?
Why you want to know? Nah, okay. I mean, that's a long story. Why would anybody that is a content creator make a video? Because we want to, right? I didn't want y'all to know the truth because I was afraid that the truth would make me look creepy.
And it does make you look creepy. A lot of things shouldn't be disclosed to the internet. And you know what? His dating life is his dating life. What people choose to put out, that's his choice. I always say this. If you want to handle something in the background, you want to keep it hidden, then don't give it the opportunity of ever being displayed, right? But at this moment in time, hey, he's throwing it out there. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna react to it. And the closeness he is with the son and everything at this moment in time, it's just weird to me because of Kamari. He doesn't invest like authentic time, family time like this, like a setting where it's just comfortability, camaraderie that truly like family essence that is always missing with Kamari. And it's just truly sad to me that he'll move in this direction, and not truly take on his daughter instead of just being having him around. Bring your daughter around as well if that's going to be the case. Keep it across the board.
I'm pretty sure I said that too in the secret video you recorded. I just didn't want to look like a creep, and I didn't want to look thirsty or whatever. But I was going through some things, and I realized that I was, lonely, and I didn't want to be lonely. A lot of you probably thought I was still with my ex, but I wasn't, and I had already said that on video that we weren't together. We were still friends, but I wasn't in a relationship, and I wanted that feeling of being in a relationship. So I made the story up about Target because it just randomly happened. It wasn't planned. I'm not even gonna lie. We was at Target together shopping for my kids and Cody. I'd already shopped for my kids actually. We was there for Cody. Cody was not there. She was getting him some presents, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to Target anyway because I just bought this Super Mario Kart track and I need a little bit more cars to make it interesting. And she was like, I'll buy it for you. I'm like, no, let's just meet up there. So we met up there, and even though we already knew each other for a long time at this point, I just, I was like, this girl is so beautiful, right? So I was like, this is
A long time, a month. It's very astonishing. You know, for a month is not a long time. You know, now don't get me wrong. Some people been together for years, right? Say a person been together for 2 years, but they only see each other 2 or 3 times a month. That shit is real. Like some people don't even spend a whole day with each other. It's like wham wham, thank you, and move on, or they go on a date or two and then they talk on the phone or some shit. Versus somebody who's with that person 24/7. Of course, it accelerates how you know someone, how you can deliberately, be in a position where y'all can share intimate details. You can kind of analyze them and vet them better when you're around them. But still, a month is to me is not long enough to bring somebody around your children. I feel like you're gonna bring women in and out, and it's gonna confuse them and remember kids are very impressionable, and what they see can make them enact those very things when they get older, and you're gonna see that same trend. You don't want to ever pass down generational curses.
my chance. She go in the line to pay for her stuff. She didn't want to be in the line with us. She claimed she wanted to finish at the same time. So she went into the next line. And my kids actually were begging for bubblegum. Remember? That wasn't a lot. And I was really saying no. And I bought the gum. Didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually bought the gum. And she opened it for them. That's what really happened. So the video y'all saw, she was just opening the gun that I bought for my kids and giving it to them. And the reason why the kids were so comfortable with her is because they had already knew her for a month. And I did have proof of that, but I still do have proof of that, but I don't really have to prove anything because if you don't believe me at this point, it's on you. But the kids were already comfortable with Mabel. They already liked Cody. We already was all comfortable with each other before you guys ever knew anything. That's why I fabricated the story, because since I never told y'all when we actually met, I had to make up some story or it would just look bad.
If this isn't fake or staged, why not just tell the truth from the beginning?
I can understand why that would be a question that you guys would want to know the answer to. Because this was so naturally perfect that I could have just came out and was like, this is what it is. But honestly, I didn't know if we were going to work because, and this is a fun fact. I learned that because, fun fact. I've never had to wait, and I don't want to really elaborate because we do have a kid present, but I never had to wait as long as I did for what I wanted until...
Like that kid don't know what this dude talking about. You literally talking about smashing, clapping his mom's cheeks right in front of him. Never had that long to smash somebody's cheeks, so you didn't have to wait that long, which confirms a lot of his stories in the past with everyone that he dated, because he said that he literally, it was like a easy, way of getting in there. He didn't have to work much. In this situation, she gave him a little bit of a hard time. But it's just sad to me that you're mentioning this shit right in front of her son, bro. That's the most awkwardest shit on the planet. And mind you, this dude, that's why a lot of times, no offense, I always say that when it comes to single mothers out there, please be careful about who you choose to date or interact with or bring around your children, because you're more prone to toxicity, because most people will see a single mother, and this is just a general way of thinking. Most people see them as baggage. They already know they clapping cheeks because they have a child. So you already know what she like, she already engaged in those acts. So you can already be like, okay, it's a possibility for me to already go there with her, versus a chick you don't know and she doesn't have any children. You don't really have something to go off of to push that narrative. But with single mothers, a lot of people use that as a ruse, and you can ask anyone that question, and they will say the same thing. Any man out there that, especially that's in the field, ask any man out there that's really in the field, and they're gonna say that same thing. Not saying single mothers are not for recreational use only, because some of them have situations where they made mistakes and they grown from them, and they're nurturers and they learn how to move forward in their life and increase their value and add on to things that they lack in their past, and they're able to reflect and have accountability. Not all single mothers, but it's more of a chance of them having that accountability. But this is just truly a sad situation to me when you look at the totality of it, because he shouldn't be stalking nobody. He shouldn't be talking about smashing somebody's mom right in front of him. It's like crazy work.
I met Mabel. So I didn't know if this was actually going to work. I didn't know if she had a man. I didn't know if she was just playing me. She did give me the wrong number. She did kind of block me, even though I blocked her. It was kind of a weird situation. So I just wasn't going to announce that I had met someone new if it wasn't legit yet. So once I realized it was legit, which was around the time y'all saw the video, I was like, yeah, it's time. So everything y'all have been saying in the comments is actually what we have been doing. I seen comments of people saying, he don't know how to live his life in private. Well, I was living my life in private. I seen people saying, he don't even know this woman and he got her around his kids. I did know this woman before I brought her around my kids. And then I brought her around my kids. I saw them saying the same thing about her. She's crazy. How she just gonna bring this random dude around her kid? She didn't bring me around her kid until she felt comfortable enough around me.
Are you sure this isn't just a money play?
I'm most definitely positive this has absolutely nothing to do with money. Because if it did, then we would have already made videos.
Man, you making videos right now, bro. At the end of the day, you're making videos right now. If you want to get to know someone, why bring them into the public eye to face scrutiny, just like had to face all that shit before, which caused her to go a little bit off the rocker? You should have just kept this shit hidden regardless. If somebody, snipped a picture of you somewhere and you just have to, speak on it, that's different. But in terms of like this, nah, you shouldn't have to be like, oh yeah, let me explain myself. You don't owe nobody anything. But if you want to push this in a way to make somebody else angry or upset and cause somebody else pain and suffering, which he likes to do, look what he did to Tata, and they made that girl get depressed and all types of shit. Don't get me wrong, that's the choices they make to mess with him. But he thrives off of that. He loves when somebody feels heartbroken and empty because he moved on. He loves that shit.
I made a lot of videos already. Technically, I did make a video, us at John's Incredible Pizza, with my kids last month, but I deleted it. Why? Because she kept making me wait, and I actually got mad. I was mad at myself for waiting because I never did it before, but I was mad at her because I was confused, like, what are we waiting for, right? And I deleted the video, and now I just went to look for it. I can't find it. I'm kind of upset, but nah, this has nothing to do with money, but honestly, if you just look at us, you can tell that we are going to make a lot of money. That's just a fact. But it has nothing to do with money. It's just one of the things that comes along.
It has nothing to do with money, but you say you're gonna make a lot of money. Dude, I tell you, CJ So Cool is such an habitual liar that he just he just can't learn to shut his mouth. I mean, he snitches on himself. It's a money move, man. It's a play. Everybody knows it's a play.
With creating content, and when I'm with them, I just want to create content. So of course money gonna come in the picture, but this had nothing to do with money. I've been looking for a relationship. I said that in the video on So Cool World.
Don't get me wrong, he was unmotivated with Lexi to make videos. So there probably is a small ounce of truth in that, but somebody can motivate you in life. Do not get me wrong. There are people that can push you and give you that essence that allows you to thrive. Because don't get me wrong, the Bible does says that a wicked woman can make weak hands and feeble knees. Like, so there are some things in life that can bring your journey to a halt if you're not able to, bypass a lot of the things going on in your life. But I don't know. This is definitely like a money move.
World. Most of y'all probably don't subscribe to that channel, but you can subscribe. It's free. So Cool World. One of my first couple of videos, I made sure I said I was single. I was gonna be having dating content. I was gonna be bringing new people to the channel, and I ain't even had to do that. This is it. I'm not bringing no one else. So yeah, this isn't about money. I'm sorry that some of you guys' minds are so twisted that all you can see is negativity. But honestly, you should be happy for us, all of us, including Cody and Flo. Look, can they see Flo? They can't see Flo. Show Flo real quick. Like, you should be happy for this. Are you serious? This is what a happy family looks like. All we missing is the white picket fence. But when Kamara get here and the twins are here and collectively we are all making content together, y'all gonna see how well we go together. Y'all gonna see how long we last. Because I've seen it all. I've seen people saying this ain't gonna last 2 months or he gonna mess it up.
Why did you put in your story that you farted on Mabel? Why was that such a big deal?
Oh, of course you would ask that. Shout out to Ace the cameraman. The reason why I wanted to publicly make it known that I got a chance to fart on Mabel, someone I just met, right? And she was laughing instead of irritated, was because I have some traumatic experiences that's happened to me in the past, which I won't elaborate on, but most women, they're not comfortable with that. And they probably aren't comfortable with themselves enough to do that. That's why they don't want anybody else doing it around them. But what I've learned is farting is one of the most natural things a human can do. Every last one of y'all watching this video has farted.
Look, this dude is stupid, but it's true. Farting is natural, and you should be comfortable enough to do that around the people. But the way he always putting it, he trying to just cause stupidity, bro. He just want to make people laugh at that.
Farted today. I'm sorry to tell you, but yeah, it may have been silent, but it was still deadly. And when I farted on Mabel, I did it on purpose just to see what would happen. She could have did 2 things. One, get the freak out, because I was at her house when this happened. Or she could have laughed like she did. And she basically showed me her character in that moment. And
This dude is silly as hell, bro. Fart on the chick and test her out. I mean, at the end of the day, there's this relationship he's trying to build upon. I think that it's a little bit early to be putting people in videos and around the twins. To me, that doesn't show, any type of integrity and respect and honor, because you don't want to bring people in and out of their life, for intervals and ephemeral moments. That's going to cause damage. But let me know what you guys think about in the comments, and I'm up out of there.